Hey, it is June 5th. I am definitely late on this. This is going to be for last Friday, so I took vacation from work, so I've been kind of lost track of time, but yeah, it started on like Thursday evening, I guess, and then Friday, and then I have up until and including this Wednesday, so I took vacation because Diablo 4 came out, and the Diablo franchise is something that I played like a lot, sort of as a kid growing up and stuff. So, when Diablo 2 came out, that was something I wanted to. I played that way too much, but that was something that like when it came out, I had to play it. Then when they had Diablo 3 come out, what was that in 2012, I think, because I was my final year of university or something like that. I played that as soon as it came out. And then for Diablo 4, kind of the same thing. I just now that I'm an adult, it was like I'll make the time to go take that off work. I haven't actually taken much or any vacation this year. If I've taken days off, I think it's not for like holidays or anything like that. So this is my first, and then I'll have my bachelor party at the end of the month, and then my wedding. My wedding's in less than 2 months now, or I guess exactly 2 months. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think I took some time off work for that. But as a result, this is the kind of thing when I don't have work, my scheduling sucks. So yeah, I'm just kind of catching up on this. I'm gonna record this, and then I'm gonna actually record the video that I want to publish for today on YouTube, but I actually took a break from posting anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I want to get back into it because it's interesting. I took time off work to play this video game, and it's something that means a lot to me because it's nostalgic and everything. But I I actually like when I wasn't posting to social media and I had actually pre-recorded my video, my full-length YouTube video for Friday to have that go, but I didn't have anything prepared for today. I know the content I want to make, I just haven't recorded it. But that actually bothered me. It's interesting because I've been doing this is the sixth month now, and it actually bothered me that I was like, man, like it's a vacation, but this is something that it's become a habit, and that's kind of cool. It sounds funny to say it's kind of cool that it bothered me, but like it means that I feel, what's the right way to say this? Like I feel like it's part of my routine, and not doing it actually did bother me. So yeah, so been playing Diablo. I A couple other things I'll just mention that are like outside of like the norm. But I ended up like I ended up getting like there's this monitor that was 48 inches, and this is why if you're looking at this video, maybe it's not the exact same height as normal, but I have to tilt my head back now. So I need to get I don't want to dismount my camera to flip it around on the setup, but that and everything else over here in the room that's out of the frame is like I just had to move everything. I'm not quite done, but I bought this 48-inch gaming monitor, and then I had two 32-inch monitors before that used to span my desk with my Alienware laptop kind of mounted up, floating. So I was like, well, I'm not going to get rid of these other monitors, so I have it looks ridiculous. I have this 48-inch monitor in the center. So it's like I literally I'm reaching the edges of it now. Like it's that big if you can tell with my arms out. And then I have my old 32-inch monitors mounted vertically beside it, so it's like ridiculous. I don't have them. I'm still waiting for some stuff from Amazon to actually connect them because the cables weren't long enough and all that. And then I have my laptop floating over here. And then actually I had ordered some mounts that weren't correct for the tall monitors. So actually, this screen that you see here is actually for work for Microsoft, and I actually just used one of the mounts that I got that wasn't good for these vertical ones here on either side of um, my desk, and I'm just repurposing it, and man, it's so much, it's crazy to think about, but it's so much nicer to just have some desk space. So now that I only have one stand, and that's for this gigantic monitor that I'm currently looking at. You obviously can't see it. But everything else is floating because the mounts are like just off the edge of the desk. It's so clear and it's so nice to just have desk space again. I think I'm an adult now. It's really weird. And on the note of adulting, so I ended up getting myself a what do you call it? Like a walking treadmill, a walking pad or whatever. So it's underneath the couch behind me. I'm gonna basically when I do my cardio because my cardio for bodybuilding's kind of adding up now. Like it's at least an hour a day for 5 days a week, but it's probably only going up from here. And I figured like if I because it's just steady state, if I can just walk, I can actually walk and play video games now. So there we go. So I'm gonna do that. So that's underneath the couch. Spent all weekend kind of getting this set up. I'll have to post a picture. I think it's super cool. I'm pumped about it. I don't have like fancy lights and all that stuff that all the other like I don't know desk gurus and stuff have, but I love the monitor, so I'll get a picture of that. And then the other thing, it's like definitely adulting. My fiance and I were like, we were getting our shed cleared out. She did a lot of the shed, and then our laundry room area is kind of like a storage area. And we kind of just started chipping away at the laundry room area. And between, like, she did so much. So I'm not trying to take credit for it, but like, we, we basically emptied out like half of our shed. Um, and now it's like if when you walk in, it just feels organized. It feels like there's lots of open space. Our laundry room storage area that's like all organized, lots of open space. It's so weird, but like getting to that point where everything is just like clear and feels organized, it's such a good feeling. Um, which is interesting, right? Because I'm sure there's some psychology to it, and I'm not going to try to pretend like I know what I'm saying here, but um, I imagine there must be. And it's this kind of thing where like it's kind of building up over time, and maybe it's not really a big deal, and then like it's kind of taking a toll on you because like things are disorganized. But once it's cleared up, man, it's sweet. Um, so yeah, that's it was just a lot of stuff over the weekend getting organized. So I just have a little bit left with my desk here to kind of to make it right, like some cable management stuff, the typical, and then I think I haven't like I haven't decided yet, but and again you can't see it, so I'm going to describe with my hands here. But my two vertical monitors have the mounts behind this screen. So there's these really tall poles that stick out, and they stick up maybe 6 inches or so above my screen. And I have this camera that you're looking at me through on top of my monitor, and I'm actually thinking I might try to get like an arm, actually two arms that I can put on either side. And what am going to consider is like maybe when I'm filming videos and stuff, I can drop it down so it's more like head on. So even before this camera was mounted on top of the monitor, and it was just that this one is almost, I'm trying to compare it to the vertical monitor. It's like about 50% taller. So this is a lot more exaggerated where I'm like having to look up. Um, but I think that might be cool. And then I can also like bring it down and have maybe I can do like some side angles and stuff. And I realize that for YouTube content and stuff, the actual content you're creating, like the messaging and the information, like that's the most important part. And I think that like, I don't know, I might be able to, I'm not creative enough, I don't think, but I might be able to try a little bit to make the videos a bit more interesting by having some different angles and stuff. I've been, when I say I've been told, no one's told me. I've watched videos and read some stuff that suggests like okay, take for example, this video so far is almost 10 minutes. It's just been me looking at this camera and actually probably me looking right here a lot, not making eye contact with you just because the camera's up so high. But being able to like switch and have a couple different angles and stuff actually is like maybe not subconsciously, but like it's an engagement thing for viewers because I don't know, like no one's no one's actually on Patreon currently when I'm making these, but in the future, like maybe people get like 15 seconds into these and they're like, screw this, I don't want to watch it, it's boring. Even if the information was kind of whatever, because this is really just like a check-in kind of thing. If you have a bit more interaction with the angles and stuff, it seems like it gets people a little bit more engaged. So I might try that out. Um, I just have to go find an arm that I think will work. So I'm gonna look into that. Otherwise, cable management, then I'm done. What else? I finally published that blog post I was talking about. I'm gonna follow up with another one on that. Um, I'll probably do that over the next couple days when I'm taking breaks from video games. And yeah, I think the video I'm gonna make today is more ASP.NET Core stuff, some testing. Uh, in particular, I want to talk about using API documentation. So um, it's not super interesting unless you're considering publishing an API with documentation like Swagger or Open API spec. And I want to write tests that actually prove that documentation it's actually done through the X what is it called, like the XML dot comments and stuff that get exported on build, and they're really just the comments above your methods and stuff. I am trying to, well, I have written code. I'm going to make a video that shows how I'm asserting that things are actually documented properly, and how I can build on top of that. So I'm going to do that. And then what else? Um, I need to make like a general software engineering video. I made a few more technical ones. I'm going to follow up with another general software engineering one. And then a quick note, because this video is already getting a little long, I'm gonna do a meal coach update here. I was meeting with my engineer, talking through some ideas. We actually interviewed a couple people at the gym. When I say we, I mean the guy from the other team that I was talking with, interviewed a couple people. The the feedback and the input on that was really just kind of confirming I feel like what my gut's been telling me the whole time. It's just kind of nice to have other people say it. So like basically people are using other tools that you use to track your macros and stuff, and they're using that to create 1 day worth of meals to make sure everything fits the macro budget, and then they have their meal plan, but they're doing it by hand. And like literally you can I'm when I say 2 seconds, like it takes you longer to input the information for your macros and your preferences than it takes meal coach to actually generate the meal plan that will fit it basically perfectly. So we're going to what am I going to do? I'm going to make a an account that has a bunch of recipes preloaded. I'm going to record some content on that, I think. And then that way, not for this channel, or like this brand, this Dev Leader brand, but just for the Meal Coach brand. And then that way, when people want to try it out, I can actually just get them to watch this video that has like really generic, like, chicken and rice recipes, chicken and potato, fish and rice, like a protein source, a carb source, and a vegetable source, and just show them how it generates meals. And then the engineer is going to look at two things. One is basically tracking. So when you can check like metaphorically, check a box when you've eaten the meals for the day. Um, and then the other, because we think that tracking by entering macros and stuff, like that's not what Meal Coach is for. It's just easier to say, like, I ate this or I didn't. And then later, I ate a variation of this. Pardon me. My voice. Okay. And then the other thing he's going to look at is unfurling, because we want to look into social sharing, because we think that that's going to be a big part of like when people are using this, and we actually do have people that are enjoying it, being able to share things on social media, we're hoping is going to be the way that this spreads, because um, we want it to be helping people, and then if people are truly happy, then that organic sharing I think is going to be helpful. So he's going to look at unfurling and that, and I'm going to look at getting some basic accounts set up with those recipes. I think that's it. There's a lot of rambling. I'm probably gonna play some more video games and get that video out by the end of the day today. And otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll do another video on Friday, so you get two this week because this one is for last Friday. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.